what's this part called? The ferrule? Is that part the ferrule? Did you have to say it like that too? Ferrule? Is that the ferrule? Hey guys, welcome back. So got Friday favorites and Fooeys for you today, and I was enjoying overall kind of like girly, pinky, or warm sort of makeup looks this week. Really like this look I did today. I actually did not do this look throughout the week, but I was playing with my different favorites and I like how it all came together. So I like this, but I also played with my favorites in different ways this week. So I've got a couple of new things that are so good. Can't wait to share those with you. And then a couple of oldies but goodies that I revisited in my collection. So yeah, let's get to the favorites. So first favorite, I am gonna do a video on this palette, but I wanted to go ahead and mention it because it is so good and I just love the whole mission of it. This is from GlamLite and this is their Miracle palette. And this is what it says. It says, join us in the fight against breast cancer. GlamLite is donating 10% of all profits from our Miracle palette to the Susan G. Komen Foundation. This organization funds breast cancer research, medical care, the cost to educate women about the disease, and offers support to low-income and underinsured patients. So just really, really a cool mission associated with this palette. Not to mention that this palette is beautiful. I do have this on my eyes today, and I actually have these two right here, this one and this one, a little pop of that on my cheeks as well. So I have some other stuff on my cheeks, but I did wear those like solely as my blush one day and they work great as a blush too. So there's so many things I could say about this palette because I love so many colors in here, but some standouts for me, this is what I have on my eyes right now. These are a really interesting texture. These ones right here, like this one, even this one is a little bit that way, but especially these two right in here, they're almost like a cream powder hybrid, but I mean, look at that pigmentation. That is amazing. That is so pretty. And the mattes are really nice and blendable too. I love the pinky colors in this palette. I love the kind of like purpley plummy sort of colors in this palette. That one is amazing. I love it. So yeah, I mean, quality wise of this palette is great. The quality is so good. I can't wait to do a video on this palette. I don't know what, I'll probably do like a super pinky look just because that sounds fun. Just because that sounds fun. So I think I'm gonna do a super pinky look, but there's lots of other things you could do with this palette, like a neutral look, a kind of more like peachy orangey sort of look, a more plummy look. It's just a beautiful palette with lots of options. Girly, great mission. So I think it's just really, really cool. They were so sweet and sent this to me and I've been loving it. It's a great palette. I've also really been enjoying this set. This is from Profusion. This is part of their holiday collection. So I got this from Target. This is their Mixed Metals 10 color eye and cheek palette. And this is in Pink Sparkle. So you get the palette, a brush, and then also a little glitter eyeliner. This is so good, y'all. This is so fun. I can't remember if this set was $8 or $10, something like that. So, I mean, very affordable. First off, I want to say the brush is actually like not a little poopy, you know, unusable brush. It's actually a good brush. I like the shape of it, that it is a blending brush, but kind of has a little bit of a taper to it. So a good shape to it and just, you know, pretty sturdy. And I love the pink little handle. What's this part called? Ferrule? Is that part the ferrule? Do you have to say it like that too? Ferrule? Is that the ferrule? I don't know what that's called, but I like that. Whatever that is, I like the pink. I think it's pretty, and it's a good quality brush. So this is a little palette, and I have this on my face. I was thinking like, it's gonna be hard to say, like explain to y'all what all I did with my makeup today because I was totally like playing back and forth with this palette and the Miracle palette. So I've got some of the Miracle palette on my eyes and on my cheeks, and then I've got some of this too. So I'm just gonna try to tell you what I can somehow. So this palette comes with a blush, a highlighter, and then different shadows. And this is so pretty, this blush. I love this blush. It is so, it reminds me of the Mally one from her Mallywood collection where it's just such a sweet, do I still have that left on my thumb? Let's get it together. Hang on a moment. I think I halfway have it together, but no promises. So this is just a really sweet, girly pink blush. And it's one of those that like, you can apply it lightly, and a light application is just gonna be that angelic, sweet, soft baby pink on the cheeks, or you can build it up and get more of that pop of pink on your cheeks. It's just super cute, easy to blend. It has a little bit of like a glow to it. It's so pretty. So I love the blush. The highlighter is beautiful too. It's a little bit deep for my skin tone, so I kind of have to mix it with something else. So what I do is I apply the highlighter just lightly. Yeah, this is too dark for me, but I just apply it lightly and then I went over it. That's what I did today. So I have it on, but then I went over it with this one, which is a shadow, but works as a highlighter too. It's kind of a champagne-y, pinky sort of a highlighter. And then the shadows, I mean, are beautiful. They are, I'm probably just blinding you with all of these lights here. They're just beautiful, blendable, pigmented shadows. I mean, the mattes are just so easy to blend and work with. I'd say they're, I mean, maybe a little bit soft, but no, I mean, just a couple of them are a teensy bit soft, but I mean, so good. Really, really good quality. I would not look at this palette or use this palette and think this is I think it was $10, a $10 palette. This can stand up to some really high quality makeup or high priced makeup because this is high quality. It's so good. And I love the whole theme to it. It's just a sweet, soft, bridal, girly, sort of a collection of colors. I love this one. So this is the one that stood out to me, mainly because of the palette, but then this right here is beautiful. This is the eyeliner that came in the set. So it just says sparkling eyeliner. So I don't know that it has a specific color name. I do have a little bit of this just on kind of the inner third of my eye. I had not done that another day this week. I wore it just across my whole lash line. And then today I was like, you know, I want to go like a little more subtle with the glitter liner. So I just put it on kind of the inner third and I think it works great. This reminds me of like the Urban Decay liners. So if they just straight came out with these by themselves, I don't know how much they would cost, you know, just a few dollars or something. This is awesome. It's beautiful. It's pigmented. It looks stunning on the eyes. It's not an eyeliner that is super liquidy and then it has like 4 pieces of glitter in it. It actually has a good amount of glitter in it and it looks opaque on the eyes. Like the line that you create is an opaque line of beautiful glitter. I didn't find it to be irritating on my eyes at all. I just love it. So I am so impressed with this little set. I think it's so fun, great value, great quality. I just feel like Profusion is like knocking it out of the park recently. Just with their stuff, I'm so impressed with it. They really are one of my current favorite drugstore brands because the quality is just so good. For blush this week, so I did use the blush from the Profusion palette. I did use some of the shadows from the Miracle palette as blush, so those are blush favorites technically as well. And then I also broke out an oldie but a goodie, my Benefit Dallas blush. I've mentioned this so many times on my channel. This is just an easy peasy, get you out the door, blush bronzery sort of a situation. I just love it. And it's a rosy, bronzy sort of color. I feel like y'all have mentioned you like when I re-mention products and old favorites and stuff. You know, sometimes I feel like, I know I've told them this a bajillion times, but y'all seem to really enjoy me trying out new things and then also revisiting old favorites because I think it's a great reminder for all of us. Like, I love it when you guys tell me your favorites as well because it reminds me to pull out things from my collection. So anyway, if I'm repeating myself, I apologize, but I continue to like the same things about Benefit Dallas every time I wear it. And the reason I love it is because it's a blush bronzery sort of situation. It's kind of a rosy sort of a bronze, so it looks very natural on the cheeks, very like a blush. It's not so orangey. It's more on that rosy side. It's blendable, it wears well. It's just an easy get you out the door sort of makeup product. And I love it. I've loved it for a long time. It's one of my favorites, both this week and long term. And lastly, my lip favorite for the week. This is really kind of a it lived in my purse sort of a favorite for this week. Like I really wasn't jumping out of the box a lot with my lip favorites. It was sort of like I wasn't thinking about what to put on my lips, and I just kept having this in my purse, so that's what I kept wearing, and I liked it every time. Like every time I put it on, I was like, this goes. I like it. So this is my standout lip favorite for the week. This is the Milani lipstick in Matte Naked. Matte Naked. Or Matte Naked. However you like to say it. Naked or naked? You tell me. It's a really pretty, kind of rosy, how would I describe that? Like a cool toned rose. Like it has a little bit of gray in it too, I think. So it's kind of muted and subdued. Really pretty. I honestly probably wouldn't have picked to pair it with the different eye looks that I was doing this week, like super pinky looks or even this look, but I still think it goes. And I think it's a little bit outside of, it's not like a full monochromatic look, and it's not a pale nude, but I still think it goes. It's really an interesting color. I love these. They are so comfortable. Some of my favorite matte lipsticks. They are affordable, easy, throw them in your purse. They're not overly hydrating, but they're not overly dry either. They're just a great, like, middle point matte lipstick, which are like my favorites because they're so low maintenance and easy, and they're just my favorite sort of lip products. So this is definitely a favorite lip product in general, these sort of lipsticks, but this color is just really, really fun. So yeah, that was my lip favorite. All right guys, so those are all my favorites for this week. So I hope that you really enjoyed this video. Please hit a thumbs up if you did. Let me know down below what you were loving this week or maybe not so much loving. Let me know your weekend plans or any questions that you have. I'm happy to answer those. Please subscribe to my channel if you're not already, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.